A very good afternoon, Nigerians and our viewers within and outside the country. We welcome you to yet another interesting time on air talking about insurance matters. Now, this is a program where we bring on issues bordering on the sector, talking about the insurance sector to ensure that the sector is developed. And like we always say, if the sector must be developed, then every key stakeholder must be ready to do the needful. And that is why we are here on this platform, which is brought to you by Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee, an NGO that is cut out to ensure that the needful is done in the area of insurance practice and development in Nigeria. And like we always do, every Wednesday we bring you interesting topic, and today we'll be looking at a topic that is so germane to the subject matter: how to process insurance claim. Now, I'm not alone in the studio, but before I introduce my guest, I'd like you to know that my name remains Godswill Egede, your regular host. And today with me in the studio is someone who is seasoned in the industry, someone who has a wealth of knowledge. Time will fail me to begin to read out all his portfolio, but I'm talking about the MD CEO of Livingstone Insurance Brokers Limited, in the person of Mr. Titus Abe. You are welcome to the studio this afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Thank you very much.
We'll be going straight to the discussion. I'm sure you will agree with me that in the practice of insurance, if there is no claim settlement, then it means that it's at best nothing. I mean, if there's no claim settlement, if nobody can process claim, if all we do is to procure policies, then it means that we should come to this platform and discourage people. But since there is that aspect of claim settlement, and over time in the course of this program, we have discovered that that is where people have a lot of issues. Will you first of all agree with me that settlement of claim in the practice of insurance is key?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, now if we're on the same page.
If there are no claim settlement, then there is no insurance.
I like that. Thank God it's coming from you that if there is no claim settlement, there's no insurance. So my viewers, you've heard it, it's coming from an expert. So now, when we talk about claim, what exactly is insurance claim before we dig deep into the discussion?
Okay. I will just try and give a simplified the definition of insurance claim. Is I will call it a formal request made by the insuring public, the insured specifically, to the insurance company based on the terms and conditions of the policy. And insurance claims are such that even though the guy thinks he has a claim or he has a claim, he presents it formally to the insurance company. The insurance company reviews the document presented and to authenticate the validity of the claim. And if they find the claim genuine, it's paid. And if they find the claim not in sync with the terms and conditions of the policy, the insurance company are at liberty to repudiate the claim. And well, that's just insurance claim in as simple form as possible.
Okay, you know, most people will always say the insurance company will always look for ways to hide under that term. It's not genuine. It's not a genuine claim, and then they want to run away from it. And that is where we usually have this conflict. They say, is it genuine? Is it not genuine? Okay, I'm sure our viewers will be interested to know as we go deeper in this discussion. I'd like to tell you wherever you are, our phone number will be shown on the screen. So feel free to join the conversation. You can call, you can send us text message, you can reach us on WhatsApp. Even outside this program, you can call. Somebody will always be there to answer you, whether right here from the studio or outside the studio. Now, I'll come back to you, Mr. Titus Abe. What steps? This is very practical. Now, I feel my claim has crystallized. What steps should I take? Who should I call first? Should I begin to look for my policy paper, to look for phone number? Should I run to the police station? What practical steps should someone take?
Okay, thank you very much. the first thing you should do when you have a claim is to call your agent or your broker.
Okay.
You call your agent or your broker. But if you do not procure the policy through an agent or a broker, you procure it directly with the insurance company, then you will have to call the insurance company directly and inform them. And it's always good you inform them immediately you come to the knowledge of the claim. Now, insurance is very wide. There are different classes of insurance. We have life and non-life. That's the basic classification. Under life, you have different, then under non-life, you have different. Well, the simplest one, the one that is most common, is motor insurance. So maybe we should tilt this discussion in that direction.
All right, I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, some time ago, after this, an episode of this program, somebody called and was saying he had an issue with the vehicle. How can we intervene? And when I asked, he said the incident happened about 3 weeks back. And I felt for the person. And probably that is why this program is coming on air, so that you know that the first thing you should do is to inform the insurance company or your broker immediately. Now you have hit on something I would like to ask. As I know you are vast in this profession, what will you advise the general public? Is it to go straight to the insurance company or go through an agent? Is there any advantage of any of them?
Well, this is not even a question of what is good or what is not good.
Okay.
You should not procure an insurance policy without a broker.
Okay, without a broker.
Yes, you shouldn't do that.
Can we know the reasons?
Yeah, the reason is that an insurance broker, an ideal insurance broker, is a thorough professional. And it's not like, he is a go-between the insuring public and insurance company. In a way, he's acting as an agent of the public and at the same time acting as an agent on of the insurance company. So when you are procuring a policy, you need to sit down with a broker and tell him what you want.
Okay.
The kind of risk you are presenting for coverage.
Okay.
It's now the responsibility of the broker, who is usually very vast on matters that has to do with insurance. They know the insurance companies that specialize in different kinds of risks. Based on the broker's experience, they know, which insurance company that if you place this kind of business with them, if you have an issue, he knows how easy it is to respond. Well, the long and short of it is, as a professional, as a broker who is a professional, it's always better you take, the public does not go direct to the insurance company and go through, a broker. And another reason is, when it comes to claims, that's when you realize the need for a broker. Because there are times I've seen people who have genuine claims, and because of the way it was presented to the insurance company, they almost lost the claim. They make a good case bad for themselves. Like the case of the person you're talking earlier, with a motor claim that happened 3 weeks ago. It still has a legitimate claim, as long as there's something we call authorized repair limit.
Okay.
If the authorized repair limit, if the claim falls under the authorized repair limit, that means he has the right to repair the car, take photographs, put all the items that were replaced, put them aside, and carry all these things and give them as evidence to the insurance company. And if the claim does not fall within the authorized claim limit, he's not supposed to touch the car. He's supposed to leave the car and wait for the insurance company to send their loss assessor to inspect the car before he actually before they mutually agree on the amount that is going to use to fix the car. issue the registered voucher, then in that case, it can touch the car. But most insuring public don't know these things. And besides, if you motor car, you're supposed to notify the insurance company within 30 days of the occurrence of the car.
Okay.
And still, most people don't know this thing. But if you go through a broker will be able to advise you appropriately. That's why I told you earlier that it's not even negotiable. You shouldn't do any policy of insurance, even if it is third party, without a broker. Thank you.
My viewers, you've heard it. Says it's not negotiable. You have talked about authorized limit of repair. I don't know that you want to go deep into that, because like you said, the most common policy out there is the third party, which most persons know about. But the critical thing is that people don't know how to go about making claim. Now, I'm sure somebody has just got a new knowledge that within 30 days you should report the claim. And you have also talked about the place of snapping pictures for proper documentation. You know, somebody once asked me, he said, does it mean the insurance companies expect everyone to have a camera-enabled phone? What happens in a situation where your car, you have an incident or an accident and you don't have any means of snapping? Practically, what should this kind of person do?
Yes, thank you very much. 20 years ago, when we do not have GSM phones,
yes,
we're processing claims.
Fine.
Yes. And what we do is you get a photographer, snap the damaged car, take it to the printer, they print it, and you send the hard copy to the insurance company. But technology has made it so easy for us these days that you don't have to look for a photographer to do that. You just use your phone to snap it. And the insurance company will make it easy. You don't have to print or whatever. You can even send the soft copy from your phone to the mail of the insurance company. And it's still as good as you are giving them the postcard we used to do, you know, in those days. So, I mean, I don't think in this day and age, getting a photograph is going to be an issue. Anybody who wants to make an insurance claim, especially on his asset, and is not willing to submit photographs of the damaged item, then there's a comma somewhere.
All right, thank you so very much. The discussion is getting interesting. We'll be going on a commercial break, and when we come back, probably you will be enlightening us more on this authorized limit of repair. How will the common man know that this situation is within this authorized limit of repair? And then I'll be asking you a very key question that most people in the insurance sector find a bit edgy to answer. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Over the years, the insurance industry has underperformed in Nigeria. Even though we have a population of over 200 million people in this country, less than 2 million people have any form of insurance. Where others believe insurance would never work, TPL says no. Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee is a non-governmental organization that fights for the common man in all things relating to insurance. We help you get the right insurance policy. We give you the right information, and in the times of troubles, we help you process your claims and ensure that you benefit from your insurance policy. Insurance is not a scam. Insurance can work for you. We at TPL, we will stand by you and help you through it. Together, we are strong. Together, we can make insurance work in Nigeria. TPL, making insurance work for you.
All right, welcome back from that commercial. Is still your interesting program, Insurance Matters, here on television. And my guest has been Mr. Titus Abe, the CEO of Living Stone Insurance Brokers Limited, and he has been doing justice to this discussion, the topic, how to process insurance claim. Once again, I want to appreciate you so far for helping to facilitate to this point. Now, before we went on break, you talked about authorized limits of repair. Can you throw more light on that?
Okay, thank you very much. When you do a policy,
yes,
when you buy an insurance policy, and you've made the necessary premium to be paid, the insurance company issues you what we call a policy document.
Okay.
That document consists of the terms and conditions of your contract with the insurance company. But what we have found out over the years, unfortunately, is that most people don't read it. They just carry the policy and throw it somewhere. It's when they now have issues and the insurance company is pointing it out to them, that's when they will now be, that's now they think, okay, why are you trying to play games or something? No, insurance companies don't play games. They just interpret the terms and policy. And that is the more reason why I said earlier, you need a broker. Because if you have a broker, the broker will have exegeted some of these things and make you to see them. Now, inside that policy document, one of the conditions, especially for motor policies, is what we call authorized repair limit.
Okay.
What that simply means is that if your claim if your vehicle is involved in an accident and you discover that the estimate of repairs is below the limit, inside the policy they will have written they could say, okay, the authorized repair limit for this vehicle is 100,000. The authorized repair limit is 50,000 naira. The authorized repair limit is 200,000 naira, depending on the value of the car. If in your own case, the authorized repair limit is 100,000, what that simply means is that when you see the damage and you discover that you can repair your car under 100,000,
okay,
you are at liberty to proceed and repair the car.
Okay.
All you just need to do is take photographs, document all the things you bought, all the parts that were replaced, put them aside, and when you now notify the insurance company, you give them all the evidences. There won't be any argument whatsoever. Your claims will be paid. But if it is beyond the 100,000, you are not supposed to fix the car. Okay. If you fix it, you are already breaching the terms of the contract. Now, the reason why insurance companies do that is to make life easy for the insuring public and to ensure that on their own part too, there is no room for laxity or for the insuring public to make them pay more than they are not supposed to pay. Actually, they're not only protecting themselves, they are protecting all the other policyholders who contributed money into the pool of funds,
okay,
from which they are paying the claim.
All right, thank you so much. You have heard it all from our guests. It all boils down to the policy document, and unfortunately most people don't go through it. And like you said, that is why we have the brokers, and that is why we are here on this platform. We always say reach out to us, whether physically by coming to our office or by calling us whenever you want to procure any insurance policy, and we will guide you. We will help you study the policies and then advise you accordingly. Well, our phone lines have been buzzing. Please, you can keep the calls coming. We'll begin to take your calls now and read your messages. Our phone number is on the screen. Probably you have an unsettled claim that borders much more on this subject matter. Call us and we'll take it up from here and see how to be of help to you. That is why we're on this platform. Now, back to you, our guests. Do you think that insurance companies are really settling claims? In your field of practice, in your years of experience, do you think the companies are very willing and ready to settle claims?
Yes. Now I know when we had that short break, and
yes.
I was trying to ask you the question about what you say on Setu's insurance professional.
Yes.
And you refused to tell me. Now I know.
So tell us, I'm sure listeners will want to know, are the companies, are they ready? Are they willing? Are they coming out to say, bring your claims, let's settle those claims?
You know, it's a very, very simple and straightforward answer.
Yes.
Any insurance company that is unwilling to settle claims is already out of business.
Okay, I'm sure
I will
this
repeat that. Any insurance company that is unwilling to settle claims, they are out of business.
Okay.
So the selling point for insurance product is your capacity to respond to claims.
All right, sorry, just
easily and promptly.
Hold your thought on that. We have a caller here. Hello, your name and where you are calling from.
Good afternoon. My name is Titus. I'm calling you from Malaba.
All right, go ahead, Sule.
What I want to know about this insurance.
Yes.
Most of us who are farmers that have not registered our farm that we are into livestock.
Okay.
And our crops, our beds are being packed by thieves and robbers overnight. They just come.
Okay.
Okay, so your question is, how can you insure your birds, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Our guests, I've heard you, and he will respond to that. Thank you very much, Sule, for calling. All right, so I think our question is, they are into livestock. Is there any package for them?
Okay. Let me first of all say this.
Yes.
During the first breakout of the pandemic, in different parts of the world, everybody was locked in.
Yes.
I find out that the government of some countries were giving out money to their citizens.
Yes.
I could, for example, because I'm not a British citizen.
Sorry that I'm cutting you. You know, we are here for the people. If we can get 2-3 questions together, you handle it. Let's see. Let's take this call. Okay. Hello, your name and where you are calling from. Okay, we have lost that call.
Okay, British government was giving her citizens money.
Yes.
I couldn't go to Britain to collect the money because I'm not a British citizen.
Yes.
So in the same way, if you don't have a policy of insurance, if you don't have a contract with the insurance company, there is no way you can make claim on them. You have to bear the losses yourself. So if you want to cover the risk you are exposed to as a farmer, there are loads and loads of insurance companies that offer agricultural protection for the farm, both for the crops and even the livestock.
All right, sorry, let's see if we can add this to it. Hello, your name and where you are calling from. Yeah, good afternoon, your name and where you calling from. Hello, go ahead, we can hear you. Please tune down the volume of your television set so we can have communication.
Hello.
All right, go ahead, your name please.
Yeah, my name is Chijoke.
All right, Chijoke, go ahead.
Yeah, please, if one, let's say an organization,
yes,
like a community meeting want to have insurance for their people, how can one go about it?
All right. You heard the question, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chijoke. Your question will be addressed by our guest here in the studio. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right. Like a community meeting, as an association. Is there any?
Yes. It depends on the focal point, the focus of the community.
Yes.
What they want to achieve. Is it that if someone dies, they are looking for ways to contribute, they've been contributing money to the family of the deceased, and they now want to relieve themselves of such burdens. There are different policies of insurance that you use to address that under life insurance.
Okay. You
all take out a life insurance, maybe if it is 1,000, you have the capacity to pay, or 5,000 or 10,000, you'll be informed of the amount of money that premium could take care of. Even if it's 100,000, that the sum insured will be, or 500,000, or 1 million, or 2 million, or 10 million, or even 100 million, depending on your capacity. That can be easily done.
All right, thank you so much for addressing these questions. Like we always say, our time is very much limited on this program. Please, Chijoke who called and Sule who called, the guest has said there is a package for you, whether for livestock or for your association. We would like you to call us outside this program so we can talk more and then advise you accordingly on how exactly to go about it. There is an insurance package for everyone and for everything, I believe. Sure. It's if you know the right way to go about it. I want to appreciate our guests for coming on this program. Mr. Titus Abe, the MD CEO of Livingstone Insurance Brokers Limited. He has really done justice to this discussion. Thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you.
And our viewers, our phone lines are buzzing. We can't take all calls, but I can assure you that someone will always pick your calls, like I always say, whether right here from the studio or outside the studio. Please keep the calls coming in, and outside here we'll respond to you. Once again, this program is being brought to you by Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee, an NGO that is out to ensure that the sector is developed. And so we do all we can to see to it that you reap the benefit of your policies. You can visit us in our office, in our head office in Abuja. You can also call us and send us text messages, send us WhatsApp messages. We are on social media platforms, TPL Nigeria, you will see us there. Once again, my name is Godswill Egede, and we want to really appreciate NICOM, who are doing so much to ensure that this program is on air. They're talking about the regulators of the insurance sector here in Nigeria. We appreciate your effort, and we want to appreciate you for partnering with us to ensure that we remain on air. Thank you so very much. My name remains Godswill Egede, and like I'll always say, be insured and be assured of help. Till we come on your screen next week, take care.